Good morning, Amalia here with Karmic Kindness, bringing you Wednesday wisdom. So, I intended to talk about something different today, and when I woke up this morning, it was very clear that something else, another message, was trying to come through. So, I'm going to save my Wednesday wisdom for another Wednesday and share with you today about some planetary influences that you may be feeling. And what brought this to my mind is that I have a client who reached out to me first thing this morning to set up a session. And we met not that long ago, and she is beginning to discover and beginning to move towards what is really meant for her. So she's become very clear over these past months that about what is important to her, about what she wants for her life, about the direction she'd like to go, about who she is, where she wants to live, what she'd like to do, what her big mission is, what sort of partner she wants to call in. And it got me thinking about this in terms of all of the retrograde planetary energy that's at play. So when planets are retrograde, it's in a period of review. So whatever energy that particular planet holds, it shifts a bit. And we tend to look back in time. And I was working with someone recently who can spend a fair amount of time, and as many of us, myself included, looking back at the past. And it's not just a quick look, it's a completely turn around, walk back in time, and stay there for a while. And with these retrograde planetary energies, you're really being invited to do that, to really review and take a look at in order to revamp and reset areas of your life. However, it's important that you take a look at and have an awareness of the past without staying there too long. So what I told her was, kind of like look over your shoulder and take a look at the past. Take a quick look, enough to get the information that you need, come back to the present, and use that information to help you inform your future. And so the prompting this morning from hearing from this one client to share this message with you today is that you are likely going to begin to, if you have not, and you probably already have, to take action towards something different. Your focus in life, your interests, the people that are being drawn to you and you drawn to them have likely shifted and changed over the past couple of months. Maybe this retrograde planetary action started in the spring, so you likely began to feel that shift this summer. It's now coming, a number of them are coming to a close in October. You're going to be feeling a lot of push or pull, depending on how you want to look at it, to go a different way, to do something differently. And as you start taking action in your life towards these new goals and dreams, and you start to play with it a little bit, you start to experiment with that calls you, things around you are going to begin to shift and change. And it's somewhat disorienting sometimes when that happens, because you have been in this way of being, you have been in this way of thinking for so long that when you begin to shift out of that and you begin to change, especially if it's happening without your full awareness of what's happening, it can be disorienting, because things begin to shift and change and you have to reorient yourself repeatedly until you feel like you can get your footing. I hope that makes sense. So let me just give you a quick, list of the planets that are in retrograde. So we have Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth. We have Saturn. It's the planet of the father, of patriarchy, of discipline, of structure. We have Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and benevolence and abundance. We have Neptune. Neptune is a planet of the unseen, of secrets, of the occult. It's it's the end of a cycle. if you look at it from a different, also a different perspective, Uranus, the planet of surprises, of the unexpected, of change. We also have Mercury, which just went into retrograde a couple of days ago. Most of you know Mercury, technological difficulties, travel delays, communication breakdowns. That happens fairly often, so a lot of us may be familiar with that, but if you're not, just be prepared. Also, not a time to sign any contracts or start something new. And then Chiron, asteroid, technically not a planet, but Chiron is the wounded healer. So there may be some, and as I say that, I like just get this like surge of like, ooh, energy that comes up, because Chiron is, it's a deep, deep healing. It's these deep fears that are connected to collective fear. It's something that's connected to you, that it's like a program that runs in the background that you're not always conscious of, but you can feel it. And when Chiron is in retrograde, you feel it differently. It's it really allows you to kind of look back and assess and feel into those areas of life that that may be able to be revealed to you, to be healed. But it's deep. It's a deep. So as you can see, those 7 planetary influences are pretty big. And if you have an awareness of them, if you have an openness to what they're here to show you in your life, it could be a great opening for you. It could be an opportunity to do life differently, to be different in life. And it's just a really amazing time if you look at it as an opportunity for growth and change and I don't know, this vibrancy and this brightness that's available to you. So that's your Wednesday wisdom for today. I hope that is helpful. I will see you here again next week. Remember, we learn from one another, so please do share your thoughts and maybe questions in the comments below. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.